This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Meredith Bruckner. Among the top stories we're working on this morning, charges are expected this week against the three men arrested after a drive-by shooting and crash in Detroit on Saturday. Police say the men were in a black Chrysler and that someone opened fire on a home and a car on Rose Street. They sped off but then crashed into another car and a home and were eventually arrested after trying to run away. No one was injured in the shooting, but the driver in the crash was hurt. This morning, Detroit police are looking for the hit-and-run driver who injured two officers. It happened at the intersection of Mack and Cadieux on the city's east side. The officers were driving when they were hit on the side of the squad car by an SUV. Many Amtrak passengers from Metro Detroit are still waiting to find out how and if they will be compensated after they were stranded for hours when their train heading to Dearborn broke down about 100 miles away near Battle Creek.
Just being stuck in the middle of a cornfield, no air, then to say that you can't use the bathroom, and then to not know exactly what's going on or what's the next step, it was very emotional.
The train stopped shortly after 7 on Friday because of mechanical issues. More than 4 hours later, buses arrived to take passengers to Dearborn. Meanwhile, passengers flying Air Canada are trying to make other arrangements because flight attendants are on strike. On Sunday, the airline was forced to suspend plans to resume limited flights when flight attendants ignored a federal order to return to work. This morning, the eyes of the world are on the White House. President Donald Trump will welcome the president of Ukraine and a number of European leaders to talk about a possible end to the war with Russia. And for thousands of Michigan teachers, summer vacation is now officially over. In many school districts across the state, teachers are returning to the classroom today to prepare for students who are beginning next Monday on August 25th. And let's check in now with our next weather meteorologist, Troy Bridges. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning, Meredith. Today on this Monday, we are starting off a little cooler than we were yesterday. Yesterday, the mid-80s. Last week, the mid-80s. Today, right at 80. Our average is 81. So closer to where we should be with lots of sun to enjoy and some drier air in place. Not so muggy out there, and certainly no rain chances for today. Now, that will change tomorrow, but we do have high pressure dominating the forecast into the afternoon. As we show you next weather futurecast, to watch the clock by 4 p.m. today, just seeing a couple of clouds here and there, but mostly sunny skies. Then tomorrow, we track more moisture building in ahead of a new boundary that will eventually give us a chance for a few showers. It won't be all that widespread. We'll call for 40% coverage of rain tomorrow. Even the model's not showing a whole bunch of rain tomorrow, but we'll keep an eye on that. You can see those high temperatures for today going close to 80. Some of us, though, only into the 70s. A high of 77 for Mount Clemens, 77 for Port Huron, 80 in Howell, 78 in Ann Arbor, and 77 for Monroe. So today a mild day and close to the average. You can see the temperatures, though, creeping up a little bit tomorrow, a high of 82 with that 40% chance for rain. Rain chances at 20% on Wednesday, a high of 80. And then we dry out as we go into Thursday and Friday with lots of sunshine for the end of the week and the weekend, and mostly dry into the weekend. Only a slight chance for rain at 20% on Saturday. Highs in the upper 70s returning on Sunday. Meredith, back to you.
Thank you, Troy. And that's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.